Okay, infography. Nothing much really goes on in this episode. I mean, well, stuff goes on, but pretty much explain what goes on. So I don't really need to reiterate anything. And the first 10 minutes are recap, which they did a very good job, I gotta say. For recaps, don't usually watch episodes of recaps, but this one they did a very good job. But two things I just want to cover real quick. When Lain meets Chisa and the other guy, the club guy. I can't remember his name. Um, in the scene that I think it was at 16:30, when the setting changes, she's by her house, all these houses, and then it's like there's all these like black towers and stuff. That's The Wired. Um, and then she goes into that later on when she's talking to Alice, and she says, "Oh, I know how to transition the border. I've broken the border between the real world and the wired." That's when she was first able to do it, and it's like, oh, whoa, she could finally do it without needing a Navi, which makes sense because she put a Navi into, she embedded a Navi into herself, in this episode. Uh, the next thing, the alien, when Lain appears to Alice as the alien. Okay, so there's a lot of different ideas on what this is. I've heard some people say that it shows that Lain is of alien origin, and they actually have stuff to back that up. And it's that's what's great about Lain because there's just so many ways you can interpret it. But honestly, I never saw it at all. I never really saw the alien reference. Um, I mean, there were aliens that was brought up in previous episodes, but never anything that said, "Oh, aliens created the Wire or created Lain." I never saw any of that. What I think this is because Lain is able to like see the transition. She's broken the border between the real world and the Wire, but she can't yet doesn't have full control of everything just yet. So she transitioned the border, and so she kind of when she showed herself to Alice, I mean that wasn't her physical self. Obviously, it wasn't her physical self. So she just put a mental projection, you could say, and it wasn't the perfect mental projection. So that's why to Alice she came off as an alien, even though Lain just completely acted like everything was normal. So a good way to look at it is as HD TV and a regular TV. You might be able to. Your friend might have the HD TV. It's like, oh, you see this amazing quality, and you saw that play, blah 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 blah, whatever. And then you have your little rubbish TV, and it's like you don't get the same view as he does. So you could say it like that. Alice got a very distorted view, a very very distorted view, while Lain just was like, oh, all right, this is nothing. This is normal, which take that as you will. Yeah, those were the only two things. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that was really it. I mean, everything else is explained. So that's infography for you guys. Peace.